Hello, my name is Johnny. Welcome to another awesome collection, awesome holidays. We're going to take a look at some DVDs, Blu-rays, and for Christmas, movies, shows, and cartoons. If you'd like, please subscribe, hit that notification bell, like, reply, and share. First, we'll start with this one, the Peanuts. It's got that cover because this has all of the specials made for the Peanuts in the 1960s, including a Charlie Brown Christmas, and it's a great pumpkin Charlie Brown, so Charlie Brown Christmas is on this one. We've got some movies here from the 90s. Jingle All the Way with Schwarzenegger. Nobody Likes Booster. We've got Home Alone 2 and Home Alone 2. DVD and a Blu-ray. Most of these I get on DVD is good enough. Don't have to get the Blu-ray. This was a nice one for How the Grinch Stole Christmas. A nice little slipcover on there. This has some extras on there, some different features. Very nice. Look at how those lights sort of light up, picking up the light on here. Very cool. This one was a nice one for if you like older movies. Christmas in Connecticut, classic one with Barbara Stanwyck. Got a cool American version of A Christmas Carol. Happened on Fifth Avenue, if you've never seen that. That's a fun movie. Takes place at Christmas time. And then a Jimmy Stewart movie where it takes place at Christmas time and the shop around the corner. So that's a 4-pack. See the years from there, from 30s and then 40s. Very cool. Of course, the classic, You'll Shoot Your Eye Out, Kid, Christmas Story. Always like that with little Ralphie and Darren McGavin. So many great scenes, and this one is a special one with the movie and a lot of extras that you can see there on the special features. And this is Frosty's Winter Wonderland. This is the sequel to the first Frosty. This, I believe, is from 1976. And then this has an animated Andy Griffith in here. And then we've got Shelley Winters as the voice of Crystal, the Frosty Snow Wife. Very fun. And it's got the character Jack Frost. I have some of the little action figure decorations that they made for that one. This one's a nice one. This is another Rankin Bass one, and this is in animation instead of the puppet type like Rudolph. This is the regular animation. Very fun story from 74, a half an hour one about clockmaker Mr. Trundle and then the family of mice that live there with them. And you can see George Gobel and Joel Grey were the stars of this one for voices. Of course, the classic Miracle on 34th Street with Edmund Gwynn. He won an Academy Award. And there's Natalie Wood. This one's a nice one. They give you a colorized version if you want to see it that way, and the original black and white, and then a whole bunch of extra features and stuff, including a commentary by Maureen O'Hara if you want that. Very fun. This one was a combination, so this has a lot on it. This is a big book-like one, opens up. And the Rankin Bass collection. This is the original Frosty the Snowman with Jimmy Durante's in that. That's the Santa Claus is Coming to Town. That's a real good one. We've got the classic 1964 Rudolph. It's got the Little Drummer Boy. Cricket on the Hearth. I don't like that one as much. It's got the Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol. That's from 1962. That wasn't Rankin and Bass, but it's on here. And then they have another Frosty from the 90s that I didn't like that much. And for some reason on this, it got separated. So I have those, but I also have the Garfield Christmas. This is the collection. This disc You look for holidays, so this has the Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas on that. Christmas, Garfield, they go out to the farm and they meet Grandma and they have a fun time out there. Right, got 2 copies of the classic Alistair Sim Christmas Carol, Scrooge. Just a note on this, in a very small early role, if you're familiar with the Avengers 1960s TV show, the spy show with Patrick McNee, he has a small role in this as a young Jacob Marley. You see the different versions and specials on this. Very good, classic. I always like to watch that on Christmas Eve, so I saved that. This is the Child's Christmas in Wales, a good story based on the Dylan Thomas short story poem. And in this has from Indiana Jones there, actor Denham Elliott, a very good short story. It's about, do they say the time? I think it's about, 55 minutes. This was neat. This was a color special, just with songs and Frank Sinatra and Bing Crosby talking to each other from the late 1950s. Really fun, doing songs, looking cool when they're in an apartment, and then they go out and have a little fantasy sequence where they're dressed up as Old English carolers, and then it's got some extras on there. This is a Humphrey Bogart movie from '55. One of his last movies. It's in color. So Peter Ustinov, where they visit a family at Christmas time as escaped prisoners, and they help them out. And it says Leo G. Carroll, actor there. He's known for the show Topper and also being Mr. Waverly on The Man from U.N.C.L.E. And it also has Basil Rathbone, famous actor. This was just a Yuletide fireplace. This was before I had YouTube, so this was an older one, so you could put this in and see that and have Christmas songs or just the crackling fire. Now you can find that all the time on YouTube if you want. Santa Claus Conquers the Martians, a fun, silly story from the 1960s, and a cool. And there's a Christmas Vacation, Chevy Chase, over 30 years old now here. Very fun movie. Enjoy that one. Lots of scenes. This one's Hope for the Holidays. So some variety show ones here. It's a collection of skits and look back on some of the songs that he had on his various varieties. Went for decades and decades. King Family, another one from the 60s and 70s. Variety songs and so forth. Sonny and Cher show had their show, and they had 3 different Christmas specials that they had on during that time period of the 70s. So that's cool. This is Tom Jones, 69 and 70 from his variety show. And these are the Christmas episodes that are on that. This is from the Hollywood Palace, Bing Crosby and Kate Smith, and it also has an appearance of Bob Newhart doing a little stand-up. And then it had a little extra on here, another version of A Christmas Carol. So a lot of music on that. Year Without a Santa Claus. This is a classic Rankin Bass with Heat Miser and Snow Miser. And then this DVD has a couple of extras on it too. Rudolph's Shiny New Year and another one. This collection of old cartoons, a lot of them from the 1930s and 40s. This movie was kind of fun with Jimmy Durante, and it takes place at Christmas time, and it's an odd little story about a little squirrel that comes into their house and as a guardian angel, and then helps them out. TV classics, Christmas episodes. They have a lot of DVDs with the seasons on it. You can get Christmas episodes, and then this one pulls some from Red Skeleton, Ozzie and Harriet, Jack Benny, and Beverly Hillbillies. This was a cartoon from the 70s, not that great. Wanted to check it out with the three bears. The biggest person in this is Hal Smith, and if you're familiar with the Andy Griffith Show, he played Otis the Drunk. He's the voice of Santa. He did a lot of voice work. This one wasn't that great. I don't know exactly why I got it. It was another Rankin Bass, Jack Frost. And it's got Buddy Hackett, Robert Morse, Larry Storch as some of the voices. Haven't seen it in a while. And before I got that big set, I had the Cricket and the Hearth story. Isn't Christmassy enough for me. And this had voices of Danny Thomas, Marlo Thomas, and Roddy McDowell. All right, that's a look at the DVD, TV, movie, and cartoon collection. You might have some of these, or you might want to check some of them out. Thanks for watching, everyone. More awesome collection videos to come. Thank you.